Speaking of things that take too long, do you guys see the pace of play clip, Charlie Hull?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Mm-hmm.
We talked about this a couple weeks ago, and you can put the clip in, put it in right now.
I'm wondering what your thoughts are on what can be done about pace of play.
Oh, it's crazy. I said I'm quite ruthless, but I said, listen, like, you know, if you get 3 bad timings, like every time is a 2-shot penalty. If you have 3 of them, you lose your tour card instantly. Go back to key school, because I'm sure that would hurry a lot of people up and they wouldn't want to lose their tour card. So that would kind of kill the slow play, but they'd never do that.
How important of an issue is it though out here?
Oh, it's ridiculous, and I feel sorry for the fans, like how slow it is out there, because we were out there for, was it 5 hours and 40 minutes yesterday? Like, we're playing a 4-ball at home on a hard golf course, and we're rounding 3.5 hours, 4 hours, so it is pretty crazy.
She's like, take their tour cards away if they get too many strikes.
Phenomenal.
I get that she's being dramatic and like over the top, but that's what you need.
No,
And Max Homer reposted it. Nelly Korda reposted it. This is going to get some momentum, I hope.
So they play in 3.5 hours in their home. Why are they taking 5.5 in a professional tournament? What's the difference?
We talked a lot about it with the World Series and just how much that's changed baseball and how fast it is by just coming up with a rule, sticking to it, actually enforcing it. So I love that she said that and that it's got traction, because it does make no sense. It's like you get X amount of time, hit your shot, let's go.
Right. It's not like baseball needs less preparation before each, each thing that you're trying to accomplish. You need the same amount of preparation in baseball as you need in golf. You're about to read the putt. You got to see where it goes. Same thing for a pitcher. I mean, that guy's got to think so much about statistics and where this guy's hot zones are and cold zones are and what pitch he threw last and what pitch he thinks is coming and what pitch he has to throw next. Like, that's so much information you have to compile in 10 seconds. And it's such an athletic sport where it's like, I'm just going to keep going. And then golf, it's like we assume that they need all the time in the world to be able to assess what kind of shot. Are they going to hit a cut? Are they going to hit a draw? Where's it going to land? Is it going to roll out? Like, dude, just figure it out. The other sports figure it out. I think LeBron James gets the benefit of not thinking if he's going to drive to the hoop or stop and take a check back shot. It's like, you're a athlete. Just figure it out now. You think hockey players get a chance to think? Brock Nelson the other night on a breakaway, am I going to go low glove or am I going to go low blocker? Am I going to he's not he doesn't get to stop and do a check the whatever. What am I thinking of?
Ice?
Putt view.
If you didn't have a
No,
lineage
it's not called
going,
putt view. What's it called? Is it called putt view?
Aim point.
Aim point.
Aim point.
If you didn't have a lineage going, Brock would be a great name. It's my brother's name.
Yeah, it is a great
as well.
name.
But no, and I'd be curious.
Brock Borelli.
I don't think BB.
Yeah.
I don't
what's up,
think
BB?
like scores aren't going to change if they make people play faster. You're not going to see guys going out there and shooting 76s.
No, I don't think
You'll find out that, we could have been doing this a long time ago. These scores aren't changing at all.
And it is an entertainment product. We just talked about it with boxing and with the fight. It's like there's an element that everybody has to understand that it is an entertainment product, and everyone's going to be the reason there's these purses that are $20-25 million. It has to be entertaining, and people playing slow is killing the entertainment factor.
Yes,
it really does. It takes forever to get to the conclusion. They had whatever that stat was. It was like some ridiculous percentage, like 15 or 20% of the events this year had a round that was delayed due to darkness. That's insane.
It's also
and their response was, we're getting rid of players.
We're gonna not have as many players that play on the PGA Tour. What are you talking about?
What a waste of money too, to have to have everyone come back the next day.
So dumb.
It's a logistical nightmare to have to do
horrible.
that, and it's literally just because people play too slow. And it's like there's a rule in the game. What was it, like Augusta? Remember they penalized that amateur? It was like a really young amateur, I think, that they penalized like 5 years ago.
Yeah, and
it was like the only penalty they'd ever done, and it was a scene. It was like a whole story in the world of golf because someone got penalized for slow play, and it's like, well, yeah, slow play it's against the rules. It's illegal. Like if you take too long over all your shots.
Yep.
It is illegal. You're affecting the other guys. And Brooks Koepka has had to talk about where he's like, I intentionally now have to play in a totally different mindset when I play with certain guys because otherwise it'll drive me nuts. I'm ready to hit, then I got to spend my whole day waiting for someone else to hit instead of being able to do your thing. So it does affect other people. It affects the product. It just shouldn't be allowed. I don't know why. We don't allow people to just drop their golf ball wherever they want. There's a rule. So why are we allowing people to just play longer than is allotted to play? Take longer to play.
It falls on the willingness to enforce it.
Yeah.
That's the whole thing. You got to start. You got to make a big deal about it. You got to announce it. We're doing this. And if the X happens, then Y happens. And that's just the way that it is. You can't be scared of players. You just got to do it. And that's where it starts. And if they're not going to do that, then it's never going to change.
Who are they afraid of?
The players.
What does that mean? Just make the rule.
Yeah.
Make the rule. You're a professional sports league.
I would argue there is a rule that
There
they're not
is, they just
enforcing.
don't
Force
enforce
the
it.
rule.
Right. I think it's like you have 40 seconds or something. I believe that's the rule. You have like the first guy at the ball in the fairway has like a minute or something. And then the other 3 or 2, however many, if they're doing threesomes, the other people have like 40 seconds from when that other ball is struck to hit yours. But they never enforce it. If they did, it wouldn't take 5.5 hours. It would be
Put
3.5
someone with a
hours.
whistle. The score, the official score, who's walking with each group, has a whistle, and they just blow the whistle at 40 seconds.
Right.
Let us
I like
start.
Stroke.
Let's
Like,
start.
holy.
I like that.
Let us start. Let's start with shame. Let's get the average time it
Lowry?
takes each player. What?
Lowry.
No, shame.
Oh, okay.
Shame. Shame work.
We could start with Shane too. We could get Shane to shame people.
But I think we start shaming people. Publicly put out how long it takes each player when they're over the ball. Give us a graph. Give
I
us
think
a
the
graph.
stats are out there, right?
I think
Give it-
they have it, but I don't know.
somebody-
Brian Harmon said that to us, where he's like, if you look at the statistics, I'm actually not that slow.
I wonder if that's internal or if we could find those.
Make it external. Give us a graph we can put up, and I'll tweet it every single day
Yeah.
so people can see it. And it starts. Shame always works.
Oh, big time.
And then people at these tournaments will be like, "Hey man, hurry it up! We saw you on the graph. You take 1,000,000 hours to play around a golf. Let's go here."